And we are live. What's up, everybody? Back with another attempt at becoming a profitable trader. We're on the 50K evaluation on day 8. We've made it this far without losing, and we're only 800 and odd in a loss. So we're trying to get back slowly. We had 2 profitable days on day 6 and 7. Let's see if we can manage to get better entries today. The market is tanking. Okay, we're trading the Nasdaq. Today is April 12th, 2024. It is lunchtime for Central Time, 12:30 p.m. And there has been some tanking since, well, after yesterday's break of the high, but not the actual high. You know, the big one, but the smaller one to the left. Um, can you guys see my? Yeah, you can. You guys can see this area. But today, it could be a bit of a reversal. So on the 30-minute, we have the break of this high, tapped into the area that we like to short from, or that we're trying to pay attention to short from. Some pullbacks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Maybe break the lows. But definitely we're going to test these lows, see if they produce anything. Let's check out the 10-minute chart. It's dropping. No matter where you see it from, the price is tanking. So we got the low here. Okay, we'll take this high here. We'll take that high, because after it hit that high, look at how much it dropped. So it created that 50% of this swing point. Actually, this swing point here, just in that one move on the 10-minute, you know, within 20 minutes, it ranged all around this range. Price traded right through it, tapping the low again. The lows created here. Price tapped back into it after a long bull run. Distribution. Tap back into the 50% area, not really 50%, about 30% mitigated. Went up in a usual fashion with 50% of this high and this low being the point of upward swing. Traded lower, but not really breaking any lows until finally we had this big manipulation. Then we had that volume area, the range becoming smaller area after again tapping into that low. So we were talking about this earlier. Then back to within 50%, sorry, yeah, within 50%, so more like 60 or 70% of the area. Interesting, because even though price did tap into the area, because it did not mitigate any further, then it did. And then, so you see this, what I mean is that if you take this area, you have a tap into it, a complete run of it, but the area did hold, and then you have deep mitigation of it. So, and price is now there again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So are we gonna leave up from here? Or this time are we gonna go right through the area again? Are we gonna get tap into the area, or are we gonna tap to 50%? And right now we're about 50% of the area. So we should be watching out on the lower time frames to see if there's indications of flips. However, we do have this low that's pretty much the protected low. This is the one that broke the high. So definitely, instead of that 50% here, which could be the one that gives us the higher high, I mean, anything could happen, but we got to watch out within this area and see if there's a possibility of a flip. This would be great information if for us, if we were swing traders and we were willing to risk a lot to get a big move and risk a bunch of area here, maybe around here, if we want to take a long from here or here or here. But since we don't have that much capital, and we're trading a big instrument like the Nasdaq, we are looking for shorter moves. In terms of the high, okay, we got it going on. Just making sure I'm live. Looks like I am. So today we have some topics too that we're going to talk about. I'll address them in a bit. I really want to pay attention to what happens here. We go to the 3-minute. We had some areas mapped out. Look at how my line, my white line, ended up. Now, I wasn't trading during this. I did this yesterday, the schematics. So this price action was not there yet, okay? I made these projections from watching these areas here, or even further over here. Okay, so I took the lows and highs, made this area 50%. This was already here when I made this, because this is past. But this wasn't happening yet. This happened today in the morning. And I did this yesterday after trading live. That's what I did. It's kind of like a homework. I did this areas, and it's interesting that they do kind of pan out. Now this one, granted, it was over the 50%, so deep mitigation. After breaking this high, potentially we can call this the protected low. There's 50% of it, of the area, but the protected low is here. We go up, trade higher than the structure here. So we have that break. After the break, we can assume that price might go lower. So we mapped out the areas where price might trade to go up from. This one really didn't give us any entry. Would have been a bad thing to scalp it up. It's just better go with the trend. But since it's only this low that has been broken and not this one or this one, we're still bullish, and a lot of people getting cooked, I guess, here. It is kind of not in within 50% because you have this high, this low that broke this. You can consider even this one, but it's not 50% of either one of those. 50% of this high and this low would be about here. Well, actually, let's see. Yeah, you see, it's not 50%. It's more than that. So a lot of people probably thought we were going up from here, breaking these highs. Continuation. And then up to the to the beginning of the area. Look at how we left the area that we marked out, tapped into 50% precisely that we had mapped out. And then look at this area here that I mapped out as well. So I put these two lines, they both gave us taps to the upside. Taps that we can get in on. So it's important to do homework after you trade. Now, again, not everything is precise. And of course, I can just draw rectangles all over the place and say, oh, look at my area, you know, of course. But look how interesting it is that when you dissect the highs and the lows on what's been happening, for example, this high, this low here, this swing point is the one that gave us that huge drop. So we take that area, we got 50% of that area with that line. Oops, I moved this. And then look what happens. Look at, for example, how it leaves the area, right? Taps 50% of another area that we mapped out, goes up, and barely touches the area and leaves down again. Okay, because this is how price moves every day. Every day the price is doing this stuff. So why does it do it from certain areas? What are the areas determined that price might make a movement from there? So there's deep mitigations of the areas left to the left. Now, of course, as price is moving, is leaving even more areas that are not, that we haven't taken into account, because all the schematics, we made them according to this area here. Now that it's been a long time since then, it's already been, you know, a day. It's a day away. This is one day, this is the next day. So what matters more here is the areas that have been going on. For example, this low and this high right now, and this being 50% right there. You see? We remove this area. No, we don't want to remove that area actually, because this is unknown here. We don't have anything to the left. Here we do. So price here, we have something to the left. Price here, we have something to the left. So all these areas are now more important than the ones I drew, because I drew this the day prior. However, these areas are still important to me because price doesn't have anything to the left on this area. So we don't know if price wants to go up from here, down from here, create areas, and then we can map out the zones. Okay, so right now we're scratching the surface of this huge area that is very important. It's very likely to give us another high. If price is going to go up, it's going to go up from this area, unless it's crashing, right? Because we don't really think that. We still kind of bullish overall. We are making bigger numbers on a consistent long-term basis. So, but this area here, this 50%, we're going to really watch for that. Maybe we can get a scalp. Okay, we don't have to go for the huge move today because we're not experienced enough and we don't have enough capital, even with our evaluation. So we're just trying to extract a few $100 here and there from the market as we learn all of this, as we watch the markets every day. And if we pass the evaluation, then great. If we don't, then we'll try again, you know? And then we do this for 10 years. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I hope good. It's a good morning. Beautiful morning, actually. I was outside. You know, Fridays, I don't... Fridays, I don't have a lot of time to trade because I am busy early mornings. And then I have to do stuff like until like noon. By the time I get set up here, the day goes by, but I still would love to trade. But it's more likely that from Monday through Thursday, you'll catch me here in the early hours of the market, 9:30 Central Time. Not that early, you know, 10:30 Eastern Time. That's the time I usually like to be ready to trade, or ready to get ready for trading. You see that? Look at that area, giving us a huge tap. Let's see if this high holds. Wow. This area to me is very interesting. This, within this line, very little risk. Anything inside here, you just put your stop loss down here, and could be like the one that gives us that higher, at least mitigate some of the area left by these imbalances, which is being mitigated by that downward trend, but still not a lot of volume in this whole thing, with two imbalances to the left and to the right. The manipulation, you know, the CPI reports, the FOMC. So a lot of volume coming in and out, making the range much bigger for like these dates, you know, like this day and age. I notice I slouch a lot. Now that I'm doing live commentaries, I notice that I slouch and stuff. I should just sit up straight like a trader. So the first topic is no, we got that one. Our first topic is what percentage of traders make it. And there's all this information out there about that. People say it's kind of like a ongoing kind of rumor, I guess, because it's never been backed up by anyone. But there's everybody always says, like on the videos of trading and stuff, they say that 95% of traders are not profitable. And you know, it's not like I didn't believe it. It's just that, you know, nobody ever quotes a source or anything, and they just say some people have said that it comes from the exchanges, right? They're the ones that are keeping this kind of data, so they're the ones that are letting us know, hey, 95% of traders fail or are not profitable. Now, of course, we have a huge influx of people into the markets that will be there just for a few months, if months, because they learn about trading and they want to get their hands on it, then they lose a bunch of money and they're out. They don't want to hear you talk about trading. They're like, nah, been there, done that, been burned. So they lose a lot of money. And then, so that's why 95% is such a huge statistic, because there's a lot of newbies and there's a big volume of them that they affect the overall percentage of profitable traders versus non-profitable. Look at this. Okay. Oh man. Well, I'll show you in a second. I'll show you. I got a little statistic that is going to kind of blow you away. But look at this area here being tapped. Might be looking for a flip, but the trend is still downwards in my opinion. I don't think we're leaving from here. I don't think a scratch, this type of scratch from the area is going to do that. It's going to do it. So I'm thinking of shorting the market. And I'll show you that statistic in a bit, but it comes from TradingView, which has that leap competition. So I think it's a $10,000 cash prize for the first place. I think that's what it is. We'll look into it in a bit. Got good music going today. Okay, so it went up, but let's see if the area holds. I think it will. I think it'll hold. If we go to the 3-minute. There we got the peak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be the flip, guys. I mean, it's not, and that's a 3-minute. It's not crazy to think that this might not be that this might be a flip, but I think the zone's gonna hold some resistance. Unless it really shoots up, which it could happen. It could happen. Like that. I think it ran the low, the high, sorry. I think it ran it. But look at that reaction. If it goes up, you know, depends how it goes up, but it could go up. What I like about entry here is that it's low risk and the potential could be pretty big. But that risk is still there, so, and it's not. Oh, oh yeah. You see it ran the high, the manipulation, and then going lower. This is the type of action that is tricky to trade with, but look, yeah, you see that? See that drop? That's the one. That was the entry right when it ran it. We didn't take it, you know, it's too late. Is it? We'll see. There's just no nice area to put my entry because it's moving a little wild and ranging in a small area. So anything can happen here. Well, it did run the high. Let's see if it breaks. So we're watching the 1 minute. Watch for a break. Doesn't look like it's broken yet. It's just a run. You see? No full body closure yet. S&D here. Another S&D here, so we could go higher. Maybe go down from here. But look how our 50% area would have given us so much profit with very little drawdown. No drawdown, really. Just take the order here. Take the scalp. We could even get out here. We don't have to go all the way up. Oh, you see the flip? Told you guys. But now could be that 50% of this area to go up. Now we are too late. On the lower time frame, you see structures on these candles here that could render another high. But no, I would argue we're gonna short here. The range got bigger. Okay, so what we can do is try to long, but now that was our two opportunities right here, longing and then shorting back. That was the two things. I did want to short. I was ready to short. I also should have been ready to take this trade, test them out. I mean, that's the only way we're going to win if we take trades. We cannot just be taking trades just because we have to take them. We have to take them out of our zones and test them out. That way we learn whether they work or not, and we can refine them. But if we don't take trades from our areas, then later we'll take trades that are not in our areas just to make up for it. So here's I'm gonna keep on the charts. Well, actually, let's just show it. So these are the results for the Leap. Okay, that championship trading competition that TradingView has. Over 9,000 traders participated in the Leap, executing more than 2,700,000 trades and securing over $119 million in profit. Winner dinner, chicken dinner. Okay, everybody got paid. These 5 people, amazing guys, because they get the money and the experience and the prestige of being super profitable. Not only profitable, but really. But look at this. We're rewarding every trader who made at least 1% of profit during the competition with a free month of TradingView. They're not gonna give 90,000 free subscriptions, free monthly, 1 month free. How many people got to 1%? Probably not a lot. And then check this out. You know, these are really interesting data, but honestly, I don't know exactly what it all means, put it together. It's a little bit confusing to me. I think if I had more information about it. Oh, I guess the guide is here. We can see the guide, but I'll do it later. But out of almost 90,000 entrants, only 2,833 showed a profit of more than 5%. 90,000 people, less than 3,000 made more than 5%. Think about that. Think about that. Only very, very few people in the grand scheme of things, in the amount of people that got in, were profitable more than 5%. If you can make more than 5%, or if you can at least make 5%, then the money you're trading is going away, for sure. For sure, your balance is going to be zero eventually. Whatever size your account is. I mean, give it enough time. And if you don't even make 5%, you shouldn't even be trading, because there are instruments that you just hold on to them and you can get 5% profitability. You don't have to be trading to make 5%. You could just invest or find a way to make 5% of your money through banking, through investing, whatever vehicle you want. I'm not saying it's easy to make 5%, or it's very, obvious or just available, but there are available ways to make 5% of your capital. So the fact that let's see if this low holds here. Oh, I don't know. Very dangerous zone now. I mean, we had it. We had this. We had that. Now we don't have. What do we have here? We have in the middle. So think about that, you know? Only um, very little percentage of people make it in this business. You have to make at least, in my opinion, 7% of your capital to be profitable, to be considered profitable. And then, of course, you might start with a small account, build up from there, but 7% at least to be in the business, right? Now, not to say that it's easy. I'm not saying, oh, make 5% is so easy. Trading, hell no. That's why I'm not a profitable trader yet, because I haven't figured it out yet. I know, however, because of these numbers, because of these crazy numbers like this, that's why I know that it's ridiculous for me to think that I'm part of those 2,000 people. I'm not. You give me this competition, I'm one of these people. Now, would I be one of these people? Um, let's see. This one. A trader who made at least 10% profit or get a free month? Would I get a free month? Maybe. Maybe, okay? I'm actually not that bad a trader. I mean, I am, but um, 1% is possible for me. Is it probable? I don't know. Maybe 50-50. I would probably say 50-50 that I make 1%. Hey, give me some lucky days and I, I might even win the competition, right? Give me some crazy, crazy luck and maybe I'll win it. But no, I mean, the percentage is that I would be out of those 90,000 people, I would be in the average category that did not make 5%, and probably more likely in the category of people who blew up the account, right? That's another possibility. And that's why, when you look at the numbers, when you think, what am I doing here? That's the thing, is 10 years. You're here for 10 years. And if you're not, get out. Do something else. Because the seats are reserved for the people who stick it out. You know? I bet you these guys, I don't know them personally, but I bet you these guys have rules, which is actually my third topic. Um, so my second topic, oh, by the way, guys, I never did this. The content presented in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed, oh, let me get this out of the way. Hold on. Because you got to see it, guys. You got to be able to see it. The views and opinions expressed are solely those of the creator and should not be construed as financial advice. The creator does not sell any products or services, nor is affiliated with any of the trading platforms or tools mentioned. Trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. It is important to conduct your own research or consult with a professional before making any investment decisions. The creator assumes no responsibility for any losses or damages arising from the use of this content. You know what I'm saying? Are we still falling? We could live up from here too. Yeah. That's the low. No, we're going lower. That would have been a nice one in, one out. Call it a day. Boom. But no. We're so when I do a demo account, a lot of times, like, I mean a replay, not a demo, but like a replay account. When I do a replay account, if I just stick it out, like, I can make huge profits. It's kind of crazy because it's not real money. It's like I just go for the zones. I just go for them. I put a big stop loss, and I'm like, sometimes I can make a lot of money. That's paper money, not real money. Okay, again, not financial advice. But when I'm in a evaluation or I'm in a live account, forget about it. So I took an order. You can't see it. Sorry, that went quiet. I took an order going up. It's working my way. I'm gonna go with 300 bucks. I'm risking 100. So if it gets below 200, I'm out too. There. Okay, I'm out of that trade. Could be bigger. I mean, could be a better trade, but we ran the high here very tight. So it was good to get out there. Okay, let me show you the trade here. It's all about transparency in this channel. You get the truth. Only the truth. Oh, there it is. I thought it wasn't showing. You see that? 300 bucks in profit. That's what I'm talking about. And it could be bigger. Could be breaking. But trade day doesn't like us taking more than 700 bucks for the day, because it could bring our 30% rule, consistency rule. So we don't want to get too greedy. It was a good spot to get out. We have this high here, which could be the place where we go lower from. We do have the huge time frame going down, the big time frame. And although it looks like a reversal, everything points to it. We're still early, right? We're still early, and it is looking like it's going up. So it could be a huge reversal, and that could be the trade of the century. I mean, it could be, but we're not trying to do that. We're trying to get consistent in bringing the price up. I mean, the profit up. 300 bucks for me is a really good win, especially because sometimes it takes me days to get there. Well, as you can see. But look at that. Look at my order. Okay, I'm not lying. I'm not lying about the zones and how they play out. And I've just been learning about all this stuff. Now, why didn't I wait for it to get to the bottom of the here? Because usually 50% of this high and this low, which is represented by this bottom and this top, 50% of that would be here. And even though price didn't tap from there and went up, when it was mitigating, it gave us on the lower time frames signs of a flip. And we have, you ignore the wicks and you ignore this wick. I mean, the candle's still being mitigated, so I mean, still being created, so it might go up higher now, but it might also range in this area here and then finally go down. But tapping back into this area now could be an opportunity for a scalp down. There's definitely going to be action. Now, what happens here in this areas where price is higher, it's a lot easier to spot the bullish little flip than it is to catch the bearish little flip, because the bearish little flip has so much action and so much up and down that it takes our stop loss, and a lot of times does it very abruptly, doesn't give us time to figure out what's going on. Whereas as you can see from my last order, basically on the bullish ones, we definitely can see less drawdown. Of course, we're kind of biased because we're just looking at our orders. We would have to look at 1,000 orders to see where the truth lies there. So yeah, so even though I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it's gonna go down, ranging in this area. It's moving too wild. It could go up and down any second, and and a little range is being created here now that could be which is where it stays at for a bit, you know, because it just had, you know, big moves, you know, so maybe it'll get a little quieter, kind of like here, something like that. So that's what we're learning about the market while we trade every day, is just noticing what's how it moves, you know. I think there was a game. I'm not. Never mind. I'm not gonna go into that. Anyways, so why us, right? If 90,000 people sign up for a paper, and it's not even real money. It's a paper trading, so it's like even worse. Imagine how 90,000 people would do in a real account. Maybe you get a fewer number. Okay, that's nuts. That's very few people in the world can trade and be profitable. But it doesn't mean, okay, so there's the next question is why us? Why would we think that me, maybe you, have what it takes to be a trader? Why are we so conceited? Conceited, I guess. Why are we so sure of ourselves? And the answer is because we're gonna put in the 10 years. That's why. That's why you and me. Because we put in the 10 years. Now, is there a guarantee? No, there's no guarantees in life. You're kidding me? The only guarantee in life is just Apple's return within 15 days. That's the only guarantee in life. Okay, so if you buy a new phone, a new iPhone, you got 14 days and you don't like it, you can just return it. That's the only guarantee in life. Other than that, it's uncertain. Okay? That was the entry. Or was it? Oh, yeah, it was. That was it. Right here. When this candle went down here, see, but didn't really break the low. So now we have more in the, ooh, this is a specific little tap. Let's see if this holds. So because there's no guarantees in life, you could put in the 10 years into trading and not be profitable. Yeah, I bet you 90 out of those 90,000 people here, just so that you know what I'm talking about. Out of those 90,000 people, maybe a lot of them, not all of them, of course, and not maybe not half, maybe less than half, have been doing it for 10 years. Maybe it's not their job. They're just like pastime. Maybe they've made some money over the years, but it shows. You got a competition with paper money. You get the stats, and you know they TradingView has no incentive to lie about those numbers. They actually probably don't want you to know that, but you know they're being transparent, if that's such a thing nowadays. You know, I thought I was the only transparent one in the world, but apparently there's other transparent people like TradingView who tell you the truth about what little percentage of people make it in this business. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm running out of battery. One sec. We're back. Is the music too loud, guys? You let me know. That's what the chat is for, okay? Don't ignore it. If you pop in, say hi. Yeah, I really don't want to take stupid trades. Like here, I want to go up, but But. Oh man, look at that. So the reason why we're gonna be one of those 2,000 people one day who make more than 5% and can consider themselves profitable is because we're gonna do it for 10 years. And after those 10 years, if we haven't made it profitable, we're gonna keep going. We're already deep in. Just go with it. You know, we're gonna be 50, 60 years old. No matter what we do, no matter what you do, you're gonna be old. Doesn't really matter. So might as well go with the thing you like to do. It's gonna break the high. I had it. I had the 5 points I wanted. And now, yeah, the wrench is right there. Maybe this is the last chance to get out. Hmm. Gotta take those $100. Gotta take them. Because then we can just slowly build it up. Now we don't know if it's gonna pan out. There is something to be said about being patient like we are right now. I mean, I'm talking crap, but I'm not doing anything. And see now we're in a predicament here. Okay, we took the profit. I know. Could be another super duper trade position, but we are at 50% of this drop this low, which if price is gonna give us another high, that's the place it could leave from. The stop loss was all the way over here. We don't want that much risk because tapping into this is not could not be ready to do that to tap into this. So we have a lot of risk. The reward should be here, but look at that, it's still mitigating that area. Took $100 of the market, so at $400 in one day. Okay, after 2 days of 200 bucks each, look at that. We're making our way back up. We're definitely getting better at this evaluation because we weren't doing that bad, even though we were. Okay, so I don't know if I told you guys about my really dark day. Was well, I already had two really dark days on this evaluation. Not one on this evaluation and one on the other evaluation. Basically, the 13th day of the first evaluation that you can check the playlist on my YouTube channel. If you check out the first evaluation attempt, there's 13 videos, or yeah, 13 videos. On the 13th day, I blew my account. Okay, there was some kind of logic that I made up in my mind as to why I did that. There's a reason, I guess, behind the madness, but it wasn't good to blow that account. After the fact, I thought about it, and it was kind of a fearful decision. There was no reason because we were only $150 down, but we had traded for 10 days already. But yeah, I don't want to go into it. It basically, I saved myself some money, maybe, I don't know. But and we give ourselves a chance to take a lot of risk, which was stupid. Okay, taking a lot of risk is not good. As you can see, my order would still be just hanging there. We don't know what's gonna happen. Just got out 100 bucks, call it a day, which is something I have not been doing in this evaluation as much. Um, I do want to get through the topics. So why us? Like I said, we're gonna put the 10 years. That's it. That's basically the answer. Okay. How much money are we gonna lose trading before we're profitable? Well, that depends on how we manage it, and that's what I'm gonna get really good at. Like I said, I'm not profitable yet, but I eventually do want to trade my own money. I don't want to deal with prop firms at all. I don't want to deal with anyone. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this for 10 years, because I don't want to, after 10 years, I don't want to deal with anyone. Just deal with the market. That's it. Me, the market, and we're friends. Everybody else can, you know, watch my videos if they want to. Um, so that's why us, 10 years. How much money? Could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, how much is a Harvard education, right? If you're going to get educated on trading, how much would you pay for that? How much would you pay for a fishing hook, right? And then why us? Although that's the answers. Why would we want to why would we get to be profitable? And then the last topic is setting up rules. That's basically the reason why all these people failed. I would I would make an outlandish claim that is not backed up by anything except personal experience and my own bias. I would suspect that out of these 90,000 people, only maybe more than this, but maybe less, but around this number had rules and kept the rules. Okay? The rules is what makes the difference. And those rules could be totally different for you and another person. You have to know what rules are good for you. Okay, you're the only one that can know that. Look, 50% again. You're the only one that can know that. But you got to write them down and then follow them every single time you trade. I've been doing that. Um, However, my rules are very, and next stream I'll show my rules, and I'll, I'm not comfortable because I got stuff in there that I don't want to show, uh, other stuff, but I'm gonna clean up my rules, just make it YouTube friendly, and I'm gonna show you. See, guys, stepping into it and getting a reaction. But I do think we're going, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's a flip, honestly. I think we're just gonna keep going down into this area. This would be the place to go long. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'm not gonna trade anymore because why would I mess with this? Okay, this is cleaned. Why would I mess with it? Why would I put myself through a turmoil because oh I thought and this oh next time just made your money and stop. Okay, stop. The market gives you this every single day. Every single day there's zones. Now I will say that this past few days, this day and this day, even though it looks like, I guess I like trends. That possibly is why, but I've been on trends that I'm like, you know, hitting my head against the wall. But this particular trends, I really like the consistency of the entries. I think it was here also that there was a good day that we had. I think, yeah, because the 11th, right, and the 10th, we were profitable on both those days. So all this action, even though it looks kind of crazy, I actually liked it. Like this range was clean. Like you can tell, like, you know, look how it taps into the area, leaves out of the area with just a wick, then gets the high here, comes back 50%, starts trading up again, goes to about the top of the high, starts trading down, back to the 50% area, and so on. So it's clean. You can, it's not like you can tell what's going to happen, but that's why I've been profitable this past few days. 3 days in a row, okay? Think about that. Even though I was unprofitable for like 5 days in a row. Yeah, I was unprofitable for 5 days. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe four. I don't know, actually. Not completely sure if I was profitable one of those days. Maybe I broke even with a little bit of cash. In any case, this happens every day. And maybe there are days that it's not for us, but we just have to figure out what areas are important and then take trades from those. Have rules, okay? So that's my thing. I'm gonna show you my rules next time. I'm gonna follow them to the T. And if I don't, I'm gonna have consequences. In any case, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy the stream. All right, let's get back to 50K. I like how we're doing this. All right. I'm gonna save today because I might blow up my account tomorrow. So not tomorrow, Saturday, but Monday. I'll see you Monday. Cheers.